Can you guess who I am? Here's some facts about me. Number 1, I wear glasses. Number 2, I'm often seen in animal print, especially leopard. And I love eating cake. I'm going to read a part of my favourite book. It's called Slinky Malinky. Slinky Malinky was blacker than black, a stalking and lurking adventurous cat. He had bright yellow eyes, a warbling wail, and a kink at the end of his very long tail.
3 things about me. 1, I have a dog. 2, I'm brilliant at singing. 3, I really like Roald Dahl. Here's a bit from my favourite book, George's Marvellous Medicine. Grandma, who was dozing in her chair by the window, opened one wicked
Hi, boys and girls. 3 things about me. Can you spot which one's a lie? Number 1, I drive a Mini. Number 2, I love Brussels sprouts. And number 3, I have a dog. Here is my favourite book by Michael Morpurgo, The Butterfly Lion. The lion padded along beside him, stopping every now and then, and again to sniff the air. A clump of trees became a herd of elephants wandering towards them out of the dawn. Bertie ran for it. He knew the elephants hated lions. He ran and ran till his legs could run no more.
Alright, boys and girls, can you guess who I am? My dog is named after a Game of Thrones character. I drive a black Mini and I love Harry Potter. I'm going to read you a passage from one of my favourite books, Wonder. I know I'm not an ordinary 10-year-old kid. I mean, sure, I do ordinary things. I eat ice cream, I ride my bike, I play ball, I have an Xbox. Stuff like that makes me ordinary, I guess. And I feel ordinary inside. But I know ordinary kids don't make other ordinary kids run away screaming in playgrounds. I know ordinary kids don't get stared at wherever they go.
Guess who I am? I will tell you 1 lie and 2 truths. I was in a rock band with Mrs. McGovern and Mrs. Love. I love a steak dinner, and I'm in work very, very early. He is so big, it's hard to share. There isn't any room to spare. We do not make a happy pair, a mouse and a bear with just 1 chair. Hello, who am I? Before I worked in school, I used to be a hairdresser. I have a nose stud. And 3rd, I love going to KFC. And the one remaining squirrel, obviously the leader of them, climbed up onto her shoulder and started tap-tap-tapping the red squirrel's head with his knuckles. "Save her!" screamed Mrs. Salt. "Rico, come back! What are they doing to her?" Hi, can you guess who I am? Here are 3 clues. I have been to America 3 times. I have a dog called Tess. I think I'm married to a famous pop star. Here is my favourite book, Danny, Champion of the World by Roald Dahl. All the best ways of poaching pheasants were discovered by my old dad, my father said. My old dad studied poaching the way a scientist studies science. My father put my sandwiches on a plate and brought them over to my bunk. I put the plate on my lap and started eating. I was ravenous.
Well, boys and girls, I'm going to tell you 2 truths and a lie and see if you can guess who I am. Number 1, I have a little dog called Pia. Number 2, I'm very, very tall. Number 3, I drive a white car. Hi, boys and girls. going to read you a little bit of a story called Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe. His neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy, and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees.
Can you guess who it is? One of these is a lie. I have swam with a dolphin. I have climbed a mountain. And I have jumped from an aeroplane. This is my favourite book, Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson. The witch had a cat in a very tall hat and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. Now the cat purred, and how the witch grinned as he sat on the broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed, and how the cat spat, when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat.
Hello, boys and girls. Can you guess who I am from these clues? I have walked on the Great Wall of China. I'm a vegetarian, and you can come and see me if you need an ice pack. I'm going to read you a little bit from a book called The Railway Children. There were 3 of them. Roberta was the eldest. Of course, mothers never have favourites, but if a mother did have a favourite, it might have been Roberta. Next came Peter, who wished to be an engineer when he grew up, and the youngest was Phyllis, who meant extremely well.
Hello, boys and girls. Can you guess who I am? I wear a ponytail to school. I have 2 children, and I speak Spanish.
I'm going to read a little bit of my favourite book, The Terrible Tudors. And here's an amazing thing. Some of the most horrible people in history all had names beginning with the letter T. And the Tudors were truly terrifying, torturing tyrants, even worse than teachers.
Hello, boys and girls. I wonder if you can guess who I am. Here are 2 truths and 1 lie. I'm married to a police officer. I used to be a gents barber, and I have 2 boys. The World's Worst Children by David Walliams. Nigel Knitboy. Knits are itchy, knits are scratchy, knits are scritchy, knits are a nuisance. Not for Nigel. Nigel's a boy who could never have enough knits. He wanted his hair crawling.
Which one of these is a lie? I love roast potatoes. I used to work in advertising. I'm married to Mr. Campbell. I'm going to read a little bit of Flat Stanley by Jeff Brown. Across Stanley's bed lay his enormous bulletin board. It had fallen on Stanley during the night. Mr. and Mrs. Lambchop hurried to lift it from the bed, but Stanley wasn't hurt. "What's going on here?" he said cheerfully, sitting up. "Heavens!" cried Mrs. Lambchop. "Gosh," said Arthur, "Stanley's flat." "As a pancake," said Mrs. Lambchop. "Darndest thing I've ever seen."
Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to tell you 2 truths and a lie. See if you can guess who I am. I have a little girl called Ailey. I have been to Japan on holiday, and I love singing. Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read you a page from one of my favourite stories, Katie Morag and the 2 Grannies by Mary Heatherwick. One sunny Wednesday morning, Mrs. McCall woke Katie Morag early. "Hurry up now," she said, drawing back the curtains. "Here comes the boat. Grandma Mainland will be here soon, and you've still got this room to tidy for her." Grandma Mainland lived far away in the big city. She was coming to stay with them for a holiday.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to tell you 2 truths and a lie, and your job is to try and guess who I am. Okay, I have 2 children. In my spare time, I like to go llama trekking, and I love to sing. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to read you a few pages from one of my favourite books, Sharing a Shell by Julia Donaldson. Look, a crab with no shell, running along by the sea. Tap, 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 you can't come in, you can't share a shell with me. Or me, or me, or me. Hi, boys and girls, can you guess who I am? 2 truths and 1 lie. I drive a white car, I live in Glasgow, and I hate olives. One of my favourite books is called The Wonky Donkey. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw! He only had 3 legs and 1 eye. He was a winky wonky donkey.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm going to tell you 2 truths and a lie. See if you can guess who I am. I grew up on an island. I have a pet tarantula called Fluffy, and I have 2 children. I'm going to read a little bit from one of my favourite books called Charlie Cook's Favourite Book by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Charlie Cook who curled up in a cosy chair and read his favourite book about a leaky pirate ship which very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and had to walk the plank. The chief swam to the island and went digging with his hook. At last he found a treasure chest, and in it was a book.
I have a black and white cat, and I don't live in Hamilton. And last year I went to America. Sophie opened the door, and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. The tiger said, "Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you?" Sophie's mummy said, "Of course. Come in."
Who is the masked reader? He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, and 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had stomachache.
Hi boys and girls, see if you can guess who I am from 2 Truths and a Lie. I love to read, I have a cat called Des, and I am a scientist. I'm going to read you a part of my favourite book, which is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood. If you're reading this because you think you might be one, my advice is this. Close this book right now, believe whatever lie your mum or dad told you about your birth, and try to lead a normal life.
Hello, can you guess who I am? Here's 2 truths and 1 lie. I'm 24 years old. I've got long blonde hair, and you'll always see me in the playground at lunch and break. I'm going to read you a little bit from We're Going on a Bear Hunt. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, mud.
Hi everyone, can you guess who I am? Here is 3 facts about me. I love to go long walks on my days off. I like to fix all the ICT things in the school. My favourite author is J.K. Rowling. Hi, here is an extract from one of my favourite books by J.K. Rowling, The Ickabog. The Ickabog, they said, had extraordinary powers. It could imitate the human voice to lure travellers into its clutches. If you tried to kill it, it would faint magically, or it would split into 2 Ickabogs. It could fly, spark fire, and shoot poison. The Ickabog's powers were as great as the imagination of the tailor.
Hi boys and girls, if I tell you 2 truths and a lie, I want you to try and guess who I am. Number 1, I was born in Australia. Number 2, I'm a big film buff. And number 3, I have 3 children. Hi everyone, this is a page from my favourite book. It's called Funny Bones by Janet and Alan Alberg. Look at that, the big skeleton said. He's all come to pieces. What shall we do now? Let's put him together again, the little skeleton said. So the big skeleton and the little skeleton put the dog skeleton together again, and they sang a song while they did it. The toe bone's connected to the foot bone bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the hip bone's connected to the backbone.
Hi boys and girls, can you guess who I am? I have a little boy, I love Take That, and I love broccoli. The Gruffalo's Tales by Julia Donaldson. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep dark woods. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big mad bears will be after you. I met him once at the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago.
I drive a grey car. I have a phobia of pineapples. I have climbed Mount Everest. The Gruffalo said it would come to no good if a Gruffalo roamed in a deep muck wood. How no, because he no doot, the muckle madness will find you out. I saw him once, we ween o' mine, we met together, lang, lang syne. What like is he? Gonna tell us, Pa? Is he awful muckle and mad and all?
I love raspberries. I love elephants. I drive a Rolls Royce to school. We're going on a bear hunt. We've got to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Ugh, mud. Thick, oozy mud. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it.
Hello everyone. 3 facts about me, but which one is incorrect? Number 1, I have blue eyes. Number 2, I'm an excellent footballer. Or is it number 3, I have a cat called Misty? My favourite book is The Worst Witch by Jill Murphy. Chapter 1. Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches stood at the top of a high mountain surrounded by a pine forest. It looked more like a prison than a school, with its gloomy grey walls and turrets.